morning, evening, and night, but without actually sleeping. My name is Alice, a potato bunny with a love for cute and sparkly things. For this video speed paint, I'll be drawing Shrimpku, a Hatsune Miku designed by Rice Deity on Twitter. Now, before we continue onto the topic of close species, I just want to say that this is only based on my personal experience as someone who has been in a lot of close species communities and saw them in action. Some things might be different for others. Not everything I dress would be the same for everyone, and all that stuff. Remember, this is only my personal account and opinions, and you are free to have your own thoughts on this matter. Cool? Cool. Okay, let's start. Also, going forward, close species will just be shortened to CS. So, first and foremost, what the heck is a CS? It's essentially a unique species with special traits and ties into a specialized world and lore someone has created. It's similar to creating your very own world with its own special residence. Some unique traits can include ears, tails, eyes, wings, and a lot of physical traits, as well as other traits that can tie in with lore. For example, in a magical world, residents' magical power can relate to how many glowing symbols they have on their bodies. In a lot of CS, there's also rarities like common, uncommon, rare, and more. One important rule here is that only the creator of the CS can create these creatures unless you have explicit permission, bought a design from them, or buy a make-your-own ticket. As the name implies, a make-your-own ticket allows you to create one CS design with the rarity limit, like how a common ticket will let you use all common traits, or a rare ticket letting you use all common to rare traits. Oh, but can't I just create one and not let the owner know? Well, you see, a majority of CS actually keep a master list and assign a number to each created design, so if you ever try to pass off your design or trait in the future, not having that number or being found out can get you blacklisted and banned. Now that we covered the basic ground of what a CS is, let's talk about a major problem I have seen with CS. Simply put, there are a lot of CS out there since anyone can create a CS, but not everyone has the same drive and passion to fully flesh out lore or world or spend enough time to really create a species that's unique from others. With so many CS in the market, it can be difficult to create something unique, but others counter this by fully investing in a world with background, subspecies, maps, and regions, and a lot more. One CS I particularly like has a website dedicated to them with lore that covers the magic realms, technology, history, biology, and many more. Their concept alongside their unique and intensive lore makes them stand out and be beloved by the community. Compare this dedication to someone who added extra ears and tails onto a humanoid and call it a day. I don't want to diminish anyone's hard work, and not everyone is like this, but there were some CS that created and you can tell by a glance that it was created as a money grabber. So CS can be profitable. Some CS sell their make-your-own tickets at like 20 USD and above. Others make their make-your-own limited for a specific time and only sell set amounts. I remember one time in high school, I was super interested in this one CS, but could never grab a make-your-own since they're always sold out within the first few minutes. This CS had a lot of members, so I could see the hype, but watching 50 tickets, each about roughly 35, get sold out that fast was wild. As a result, I had to have my phone ready and click refresh every 10 seconds or so, around the time they said slots would drop. Luckily, I was able to grab one, but it was pretty intense. Again, this is only because they already have a very large and dedicated community. Others wouldn't be so lucky and would have trouble selling tickets, let alone have people interested in the CS. This is why a lot of newer CS have free events where everyone can make one as long as they spread the word around. Based on all that, you can see why a lot of people are interested in creating their own CS. Some want to have fun and just create for their own sake, but there are those who saw the money aspect. This isn't bad in its own right, but when you create a species with very minimal changes or copy a well-popular CS but change it slightly, people can tell the lack of effort that went into it. When there's a lot of similar-looking CS in the market, it can also be a dangerous stepping ground because nobody wants to be accused of copying or looking too similar with someone else. There's this one CS that I really like, but the only difference appearance-wise was that they had one special trait with the animal ears and tails. They had a quick and cute lore that goes alongside with them, but that was all. Really simple and cute. But because it was simple, just about anyone can create something similar without even knowing there was a CS similar to that. While you can't claim traits and copyright them, the CS itself was fairly popular, so anything similar looking would have been called out. As a result, another CS had to specifically state that you cannot do certain traits because it resembles another CS, to showing how deeply engraved the first CS concept idea was. This is why I'm fairly wary of CS that doesn't have a lot of unique traits or something that makes them different from others, just because it's very simple and easy to replicate. A second problem I noticed that it could be difficult for newcomers to get a CS. Some CS have the time limit, but the biggest issue is probably the price tag. I was interested in CS back during middle school and high school, so for someone who doesn't have a proper job back then, it was difficult to get the money. As a result, I would try to offer oil work in exchange for a ticket or for a pre-made design, but not a lot of people were interested. Even to this day, I see a lot of people comment on the marketplace looking to trade for designs of buying it. That's why having free rent or allowing everyone to create one free design if they join is amazing, but not every CS does that. The third problem is reselling and trade policies. When you don't want a design anymore due to reasons, you would want to sell the design in hope of getting money back for what you invested in, right? Well, different CS have different rules, but in general, they never want you to sell the design higher than what you paid. This is to ensure you don't buy a design and charge a higher price, hence scamming the other person. There's a lot of view on this topic, but I'm not going to cover that today. Some CS don't even let you sell the design, and you can only trade them off for other designs or characters, just as long as no money is involved. I have seen a CS where if you buy a design, you can resell it, but the moment somewhere on the trading cycle someone decided to trade it instead of selling it, then that specific design can never ever be sold ever again, only traded. As a result, a majority of the design from that CS is only sold, and I have rarely seen a design go up for trade. By the way, some CS is really strict on these policies and require you to screenshot the transaction alongside the person you're trading with, including the price if it's sold. This also varies from CS to CS, but what goes into the price of a design? For some CS, it's only the price of what you bought, so even if you buy extra oil to draw something for that design yourself, it doesn't add on to the value. This is something that personally bothers me because it discourages me from buying oil or drawing it, and since in the future, I won't be able to get anything back from them. It sort of feels like a race when there's other characters that I can get oil for or shower them with love. Others will require you to keep a detailed log and invoice to show proof that you bought oil or did oil for design so you can add those value onto the design. This is a really good system and I actually personally like it a lot. Okay, so that's all the urge that bugs me when it comes to CS. My love for CS has died down over the years, especially with Devinoid no longer being a major platform for me. I just didn't like all the strict rules and regulations that come with each CS, so now I just create my own OCs and keep them mostly simple and easy. I hope you enjoy getting a peek of my brain, and if you have any other opinions or thoughts on this topic, feel free to drop them below. I do oil, and sometimes I like to complain. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.